Since it is now the saddest month of the year, April, I thought this would be a great time to go and look at one of my favorite animes of all time, Your Lie in April. It has now been 8 years since it first came out, and I just wanted to display my love for this masterpiece of a show. The reason I called Your Lie in April art isn't just because of the beautiful animations and the music, it's also because of the story behind the show. Obviously, the music and animation definitely help levitate this show and like really emphasizes the key emotional parts of the show. A good example of this would be when Kiori is going through the surgery while Kosei is playing on the stage. The way they animated the scene was so beautifully done. I've never felt so many emotions at once from watching any other show or movie besides this one. Also, the show is the absolutely best opening of any anime I've seen. Literally, the first time I watched the show, I listened to the opening for 2 weeks straight. Yes, it was seriously the only song I listened to for 2 whole weeks straight. I do not have any regrets on doing that at all. Okay, let's talk about the story. The description Crunchyroll gives Your Lie in April is, Kosei Arima was a genius pianist until his mother's sudden death took away his ability to play. Each day was dull for Kosei, but then he meets a violinist named Kaori, who has an eccentric playing style. His monotonous life was about to change forever. But the thing that makes Your Lie in April so special to me is how the characters in the show affect the other people's lives in the story. The standout character of the show, and the one who does it best, is Kaori. She was a light Kosei needed to see. Seeing someone who had that type of passion for music and how she viewed the world really helped Kosei. But the thing that helped him the most was the last 5 episodes or so, and sadly, the lie. Even though Kaori knew most likely she was going to die, she never let time just pass her. She would still focus on her passions, and she would always try to make an impact on people's lives. Throughout his whole life since his mother passed, he always tried to shelter himself from anything that could make him sad. And he kind of just bottled up all of his emotions from his mother and never tried to get past it. And Kaori was there to help him finally overcome the hard part of his life. Another example of people changing in Your Lie in April is the 2 competitors in the competition with Kosei, Takeshi and Emi, to push them to become the best that they can at what they love, and also to find out what they actually wanted in life. There's also a lot of side characters like Tsukabaki, who just make the life or the world in Your Lie in April so much more impactful by making it seem like it's people you actually know in the world, and so it makes the ending just that much sadder. I kind of skipped over the music earlier, but that is a very important part of why the show is so emotional. The way that people have different ways of playing the instruments in the show, like how the people in the competition and the audience think the only way you can actually play a piece is by playing it the exact same way it's written and no change at all. But Kaori will play it differently on how she feels about the piece, you know. She'll speed it up and she'll change parts of it if she feels like she has to, which makes it feel more real to the person who's actually playing the instrument. And then Kosei obviously kind of implements that into his own playing style, which I love. Overall, I think Your Lie in April is one of the best pieces of media that I've ever seen in my entire life. It's been months since I've seen it, and I still think about it on a regular basis, and it also made me change my way of thinking in the real world. My only complaint to the show would be Ryota Watori, because he was kind of just there. The only thing he did was get in the way. Like, seriously, the entire show, all he did was freaking cockblock Kousie the entire time. Like, that's messed up, dude. I have now seen Your Lie in April 6 times, and it still, like, brings so much emotion out of me. It has gotten a little bit duller, but that's because I've seen it 6 times. But that it's still able to impact me every time I watch it, it just says something about the actual show. And that's why I think it is easily a 10 out of 10. I would recommend it to almost everyone. I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, consider subscribing and liking the video. If you guys want to see me do more like retrospective type videos, it's not really a retrospective, it kind of is, kind of isn't, but tell me if you want to do that. And if I do another one, I'm kind of thinking of doing Steins Gate because I love that anime as well. It's probably my second favorite anime besides Your Lie in April. So yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to go and watch that opening. All right, bye.